The moment the doctor said my heart had stopped, the room didn't explode into chaos the way movies show it. It grew quiet, terribly quiet. The beeping of the monitor stretched into one long, flat sound, and something inside me understood before my mind could catch up. This wasn't a close call. This was the end. I tried to breathe, but my lungs no longer obeyed me. My chest felt hollow, as if the strength holding me together had simply withdrawn. I heard someone call my name, but it sounded distant, like it was coming from another world. Panic tried to rise, but it never fully arrived. Instead, there was a chilling clarity. I knew I was dying. Then the pain vanished. Not gradually. Instantly. One moment I was trapped inside a failing body, and the next, I was free of it. I felt myself lift, gently but decisively, as if gravity itself had released its claim on me. I looked down and saw my body on the hospital bed, pale, motionless, surrounded by people who were trying desperately to bring it back. But that body no longer felt like me. Time began to unravel. Seconds lost their meaning. Sounds faded into silence, and the room below me dissolved like mist. The world I had known my entire life slipped away, and I realized with terrifying certainty that I had crossed a line there was no returning from. Everything went dark. Not the darkness of night, but something deeper, heavier, a darkness that felt aware. I wasn't falling, yet I wasn't standing either. I existed without a body, without weight, without direction. And then, without warning, something began to surface. My life, not as memories, but as truth. Every moment rose at once. Every choice, every intention, every time I knew what was right and chose what was easy instead. There was no hiding here, no justification, no excuses allowed. I felt the full weight of who I had really been, not who I thought I was. That's when fear finally found me, because I realized something horrifying. I was not ready. The darkness shifted and a light appeared. It didn't rush toward me. It simply revealed itself, growing brighter until it overwhelmed everything else. This light didn't comfort me. It exposed me. I knew without being told who was standing before me. Jesus. He did not smile. His presence was overwhelming, not because of anger, but because of holiness. I felt stripped bare, my soul laid open in a way I had never experienced before. Every defense I had built in life collapsed instantly. I tried to speak, to explain myself, to say something, anything, but no words came. Silence surrounded us, and that silence judged me more deeply than accusations ever could. When Jesus finally spoke, his voice was calm, steady, and final. "You knew," he said. Those two words crushed me. I saw moments I had buried deep in my memory, times when I felt conviction and ignored it, times when I sensed God calling me to change and told myself I would do it later, times when I claimed faith with my mouth but lived as if eternity was a distant idea. "You lived as if tomorrow was guaranteed," Jesus continued. I wanted to argue. I wanted to say I tried. I wanted to say I believed. But the truth stood there with us, undeniable and unmovable. I realized then that belief without surrender is empty, and faith delayed is faith denied. Jesus looked at my life again, not with anger, but with unbearable clarity. "You honored me with words," he said, "but not with your life." Behind me, something stirred. I felt a pull, slow and certain, shows no urgency, not punishment, but placement. I understood that judgment wasn't about rage or revenge. It was about direction. My life had been moving somewhere, and now I was following the path I had chosen. Fear, unlike anything I had known, seized me. Lord, please, I cried. For the first time, sorrow crossed his face. Most people think they have time, he said quietly. They are wrong. The pull behind me grew stronger. The darkness opened wider, and I sensed what waited there. Not fire, not screams. Remembered. It was awareness without escape, regret without relief, understanding without hope. I realized something that shattered me completely. Regret comes before suffering. I screamed not in rebellion, but in desperation. I believe now. I believe, Jesus answered immediately. Belief born from fear is not surrender. Those words pierced deeper than anything I had felt before. I understood then that death does not transform a soul. It reveals it. Eternity does not change direction. It confirms it. I felt myself moving closer to the point of no return, a line I could sense, but not see. Once crossed, there would be no pleading, no prayer, no mercy left to ask for. Everything inside me broke. And then, everything stopped. Time froze. The pull halted. The darkness recoiled. Jesus stepped forward. You will return, he said. Hope surged through me, but it was quickly tempered by what followed. Not because you are ready, he continued, but because others are not. I understood then. This was not a reward. It was a responsibility. A warning carried back by someone who had seen how close eternity truly is. The light collapsed inward, and I felt myself being torn apart. Pain slammed into me as air exploded into my lungs. My chest burned violently, and my body convulsed as if shocked awake. Sounds crashed back into existence. Voices shouting, machines beeping, chaos erupting around me. I gasped. I was alive. But I didn't return comforted. I returned haunted. For days I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt that pull again. I remembered Jesus' words with terrifying clarity. I understood now that I had lived distracted, assuming time was endless and grace automatic. It isn't. If you are hearing this, please understand, this is not just a story. I thought I had time too. I thought later would come. I thought faith could wait. Later never came. Grace is real. Mercy is real. Jesus is real. But delay is dangerous and tomorrow is not promised. Eternity is not decided after death. It is revealed there. Please, don't wait.